Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Teach Me Tuesdays episode 281. And I'm going to be doing the other new September kit, and this one is the Handmade and Heartfelt Kit. And it looks super cute. And this is all inclusive. So it does have a block. It has a stamp set. It has a little secret C spot. I'll use the Big Mama pad. That's what I usually do. And then it also has a box that all of these cards is going to go in, or are going to go in, is going to go in, when I get them all made. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm in Santa Valley, Arizona, so welcome. So during the video premiere, I am in the chat room. So head on over there. I'll be there with my friends. If you're watching the replay and you have a question or a comment, leave it below. YouTube lets me know, and then I can reach out to you. What you want to do really is just subscribe to my channel, and then you don't miss out on anything. But I think you do have to be logged into like your Google account, because Google and YouTube are are hand in hand, to leave a comment, I believe. But anyways, all right, during the chat. Okay, so I'm going to stop blabbing because this is, I believe, 10 cards in the box. So I don't want you to be here all day. So close your eyes for a second while I get my camera adjusted. Okay, so like I said, it does come with a secret C spot, but you know me, I always just grab my Big Mama pad. All right, and we have a stamp set. And let's see, because here we go. So this is the box it's gonna make, and then I believe it's 10 cards. And if you are doing World Card Making Day, it's on October 4th, I believe. You want to order your little kit. Look at me messing them all up. They're a nice order, and then I just throw them all over the table. They will be doing this kit on World Card Making Day, or you can, do it after I do my video, but it's up to you. All right, but just so you know, if you want to participate in World Card Making Day. All right, so we have, just getting my chipboard here. All right, so here's the chipboard that we always get, and then the instructions. Right, and then this is the stamp set. So it says, and I'm just going to go like this, and I've done this before, and then I take a stapler, and I just kind of staple. I mean, you could do it fancier if you want, but this works. Okay. And then what I do is I slide this into here, and it goes in my cupboard. So then I know, like, okay, this is a stamp set that this is, and these are all the greetings. Okay. So let's see, what else do we have here? So we have our block, we have some bling, we have some glue dots. But you know me, I like to use my box glue dots. All right, so we have our little blings. And I'm just gonna leave the block in the bag, because sometimes I'll meet somebody and they're like, oh, I'm new to stamping. And then I'll like, well, here's a block. It's not like the blocks that we have in the catalog, but it works in a pinch. All right. I also use those. It's so funny. So I will use those. I have them like under my old laptop, I have them under a pot to to add it up off the desk. So I'm always putting them to use as well for like non-Stampin' Up! Purposes. All right, so here's our little box. It already has adhesive on it, which is really cool. So we have this. So it's gonna be, this is like a little divider. All right, so we have, let's see here. So I only ordered one of these. I'm like, oh, I probably should have ordered two, so I was able to play with them a little bit, but hey, I didn't. What I'm gonna do is I want my box, right? I want to get my box done. So this right here, see this? This folds down, because this is your the bottom of your box right here. All right, so it's got some 3M tape. And we're just gonna fold this up like this. And put it down like that. Okay, because I was like, well, there's no bottom. All right, so there we go. So we have that. Like, hopefully I'm doing this right, because you had to do the bottom before you did this. All right, and then you have these side things. So let me get my pick tool. So I'm gonna peel this, and this just goes up like that. And then I'm gonna go like this and fold this up like that. All right, because see what happens is this is gonna go in here like that, and this goes in here like that. All right, so we're gonna get these. So that might have just been saying, like, you know, what side that was on. I don't know. All right, so let's put that in there. Well, I think I need to peel that. Yeah, I'm gonna peel this off. I'm just gonna kind of keep it like this. Hold on a second. It goes like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel these side ones off, and I'm just going to bring them in a little bit. Dang it! Would you stay there already? All right. It might keep falling out. All right. So you can fall, that's fine. So I'm going to put this in here, but I'm keeping it away from the side. Till I get this in place, because this is going to go there like that. And this is going to go there. All right. And this gets to be, oh, I need to bend this. Okay. All right. So I'm just getting these kind of where they need to go before I glue. Okay, because that looks pretty good, right? That looks pretty good. That looks pretty straight. And now I can go like this. So now that it's in place, now I can like push my side over and glue it. All right. And then, like this one has to get glued too. Let me do this one first. Let me do the big one. So I'm just going to reach in there with my pick tool. And there's probably an easier way to do it. I usually try to do things the most difficult way. Okay, make sure I'm straight. Looks pretty straight. And then that gets glued there. And then I'll do the same thing over here. So I just need to really push these against there. So this makes it a little warm. All right. All right. Then do this. I don't want my head in the way. There we go. Make that be straight. And then that goes like that. So I'm just kind of rubbing that like really, really, really good. All right, but now you have this cute little box that's going to hold the cards. Okay, a half an hour after we got our box done. It's adorable. But what's cute is you can put stamps in here. You can put your pencils. You know, you can do so much with this box. All right, so let's bring the cards over. All right. Let's get our stamp out. So I'm just going to use my own blocks. So these are brand new, so they're really sticky. And I probably don't need to put it on that big of a block. All right. Now you might go, oh, I always need thank you cards. Well, you probably could just make them all be thank you cards. Probably. All right. That one says, oh, thinking of you. This one says thank you. So what didn't I do? I didn't do wishing you the best and to and from, and that's fine. So then I'm just going to stick these in here for now. Because what this is doing, I think, is you're making a bunch of cards so that you're ready. Like when you need a thinking of you card or a wishing you the best or whatever card, you already have, I think these are little seals for the envelope, I'm thinking. You already have cards to pull from. All right, they've got cute little envelopes, little space there for you to write the address. You've got dimensionals as well as these, right, that I showed you before. But you know me, I like to use my, like mine in the box. And I'll just use ones, I have like a whole bunch of dimensionals like that are half used. Off to the side, so I usually try to use those first. All right, so it looks like we're making 2 of each style card. So I want that. I'm just getting out the stuff that I have to stamp greeting wise. All right. So this is wishing you the best, and I think that's one that I did not pull off, so I'll just use one of the other greetings. All right. So, because, does it say happy birthday? Yeah. Happy birthday fits. And we could all use birthday cards. All right. So, happy birthday. So I'm going to get my things stamped so they can be drying, because the cardstock that's in the kit is a little different than the cardstock we have in the catalog, and I know I've said that before. So it takes it a little bit longer for it to dry. So I just as soon get them all stamped. Hello, sunshine. And then they have time to dry before I'm touching them and smearing all the ink all over. All right, I also need a happy birthday on here. On that little triangle, or whatever it is, it's a banner. Okay. Then I have a thanks so much, and I do believe I took that one out, yes. Thanks so much. Okay. Then we have, so I probably should have been stamping 2, because remember I'm doing 2, but I'm just going to do 1 of each for the video. So then I'll do, I'll do the other ones after. All right, so thinking of you, if I can see with my camera in the way. Okay. And, oh, is that it? 1, 2, 3, that is it. All right, because you're doing 10 cards. 2 of each. All right. Very, very good. All right, so I'm just going to set these off to the side so that they can dry before I get my fingers all over them. All right, now it didn't come with, did it come with anything else? Here it is. No, like it didn't come with flowers is what I'm getting at. Because sometimes there'll be flowers you have to stamp on there first and all that stuff. But no, okay. So we have, so I'm going to do 1 of each. So I'm just going to pull 1 of each out. And then I will do the other ones while I'm listening to Harry Potter or something, watching a TV show, watching a movie. All right, so we do have these things, and I'll pop those out after. Oh, I guess I can pop now. Okay, dokie, dokie. So these are 1, 2. These are cute little flowers, aren't they? And these are fairly big. This one here. Okay. All right, set that aside. So the first card is this one and the dark blue. So we have the dark blue, So these are probably going to be fairly simple cards, I'm assuming. All right. And this is cool, right? Because it's, I was going to say seaweed. It's not seaweed. Coral. It looks like coral. All right. Now they have put this on with dimensionals. So I'm just going to grab dimensionals that I have off to the side. And I've got some black ones here I might as well use. And we'll put a couple in here just so that it doesn't sag in the center. Okay. And then this is just going to go right in the center there. And they did too. We did get twine. We've got some twine. Now I'm not a big fan of, I mean, I like twine like for certain things, but I don't do this tons where you put it behind stuff. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, but I will do it because it says to. It doesn't mean I'll do it on the other card, but I'm just going to do it like it says. All right, so I'm just going to tie that in a knot or a bow, and then we're just going to kind of lay it on there like that. All right, then I want my wishing you the best, but I chose happy birthday. All right, so we want our happy birthday. Should be dry by now. And it's going to go clear over here. So it goes to the edge of the card. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So it goes clear over. So it kind of covers, let me move this, it kind of covers a little bit of that coral. Okay. Then we'll bring this back. Alrighty. I'm just going to put a little bit of seal on there just to hold that in place. Then I want these shells. So we have is that a conch shell? I don't know. I'm a demonstrator, I'm a stamper, I am not a, what would that be? A botanist? I don't know. It would be a person that knows shells. And that's not me. All right. So I'm just going to stick that on there. And I probably did it wrong. Nope, it's good. All right. So there's that. And then this one is going to go like this. So I'm going to put the dimensional on here. Kind of underneath this, like that. So then it's kind of holding both of them. And, okay, there's also bling. All right, so we have two different kinds of bling. This one is 3 of the little gold blings. So 1, 2, and 3. So there's the first one. So we'll put it with its little envelope. And I do believe that these are, Granny used to call them seals. But they're like a little sticker that goes on the back of the envelope, is what I'm assuming. All right. So we have one card down. Okay. And we have, so this one is the peach. Oh, this one's cool. All right, so this one has the peach with the rainbow. But what's cool is it's not your regular rainbow colors. All right, and then you have this that's going to go over top of it. So you can see that colors through it. So that's pretty cool. All right, so again, we will get dimensionals. I'm going to use some baby ones because I have a bunch of the baby ones. And they're right handy. But I also want to put, oh, here's one that's cut. I also want to put like one there. So wherever it's kind of fat, see that one's a little fat there? That's where I would cut and put a strip of dimensional so that it's going to stick up as well. And then you have right here. Because it's a little bit fatter. All right, so that should be plenty. Okay, now I'm going to stand up to do this. Lay that flat. I can look through. Oh, as she drops it on there. All right, because I want to look through. Like that. So isn't that so cool? Now, it's hard to tell on the camera, but look. Like it's 3D, so it has like definition to it. So it's super, super cool. All right. Then we have a Hello Sunshine. I love that greeting, that Hello Sunshine. I love that greeting. All right. It also uses a little flower. So put a little flower on there. Okay. They also did another one of those bleep diddle bleep bows underneath the You Are My Sunshine. Oh, what was that noise? Oh, I think that was ice. For a minute there, I thought it was Winston crying, but I think it was Jeff putting ice in his metal cup. All right, so that is going to go over top. See, I'm just not a fan of that. All right, and then we will put some dimensionals. So that's going to go here. So I'm going to put my dimensionals on here. because I'm afraid if I put them on my You Are My Sunshine banner, they're going to be in the wrong spot and they're going to be sticking all this down. So this way, to me, that's just easier. All right. Looks like a bunny rabbit back there. All right, so there's that one. And this one uses the blue bling this time. So we've got some sequins. 1, 2, and 3. So super cute. I do really like that Hello Sunshine. Okay. My envelope. So I'm just going to put the envelope with the card. And I'm just putting them right in the box. All right, the next one is the beige. I believe this is basic beige. And yep, there's our cute little confetti in the banners. And it uses this. And then this is going to go on here. And look how cute that is. You can see the banners underneath. And this one is the happy birthday. That was that little banner with the pointy. All right, let me find some. Let's see. I've got some of these. I'm going to use these. Like I said, I have a little container that I have like bits and bobs of dimensionals. So I'm just pulling from that. But when I do pull from it, I make sure that I use the same dimensionals for the whole piece. Now, it doesn't mean if I had to put dimensionals on this, I could use from a different packet. But I mean, the same piece of paper, I use the same dimensionals because they're not all the same thickness. Because this right here, these are a little thicker than the regular dimensionals. And I don't want them to be crooked like the card. All right, but that should be plenty back there. Okay. Alrighty. And then I'm going to stick this on here. I'm going to stand up again. I can see better if I stand up. I love this little bit of, you know, like you can see, you know, that dimension in there. See, it's almost like you're peeking in a window and like, oh, look at, they're having a party in there. All right. Now, again, they have tying on here, and I'm just not going to. I'm just going to put my foot down, and I'm not putting that on there. All right, so this is going to go on here. I think it looks cute, even without that ribbon on there. All right. It is going to overhang that circle a bit. So I'm going to keep my dimensionals away from the pointed area. Okay. And this goes all the way over to the edge. So cute. And then it uses sequins. So 1, 2, and 3. So see, it looks cute even without that string there. And it would look better if I didn't have that little dimensional backing in there. There we go. There's that one. Get my envelope. These are really cute too. Okay. 3. 2 more to go. But remember, I'm only doing 1 of each, but you actually do 2 of the same card. So you're doing 5 different cards, 2 of each. All right, so the next one is this cute one here with the little birds. Oh! See? I'm such a dork. I'm so glad that I didn't mess around with this, because these are not seals for the back of the card. Although you could, right? You could totally, put some glue on there, and once you seal the envelope, you could glue this to the back of the envelope. Wouldn't that look cute? I think that would look really cute. So I'm going to hang on to these little circles. So, because I think that would look really, really fun. That's what I thought they were, but they actually go with this card. Such a silly girl. All right, so pop these out carefully. Because then you're going to be able to see all these cute little, the birds and the hearts and the little diamonds. Okay. So see? Look how cute. It's almost like the Brady Bunch. Or what was that TV show where they answered the questions? And they were inside... Was it Hollywood Squares? All right, so I'm just going to use these again. These long doohickeys. Because they worked good last time. Okay. I think I peeled them all. Oh, I missed that one. I think I peeled them all. All right. And then, make sure you put that on the right direction. So this is going to go over top. Like that. And again, you could see like all that dimension in there. You could see like you're looking in the little windows. All right, and this one says thanks so much, and that's going to go right there. And again, they want you to do the string. And I'm going to be a rebel, and I'm going to say no, thank you very much. I don't know why I cut that. I could have just put the whole thing right on there. All right. Now I'm using adhesive sheets. We have so many different kinds of adhesives. All right, so I'm going to stick this right on here. I'm going to come over to the side like that. This one uses the pretty little gold bling. So we want one here and here and here. So look how cute that one is. I'm trying to get the envelope and not drop everything. All right, so this one is super cute. Look at those little birds. All right. And then the last one is this crumb. And then so it goes horizontal. And then it uses this. Look how cool this is. There, you can see it better that way, but it goes this way. Isn't that really cool? So it's going to go on here, so you're going to be able to see through that. All right, so this is dark, so I'm going to use up these black ones. Okay. And then put one in the center there. Okay. So it's really, it doesn't really have a, you know, this or that. It just as goes on there. Let me stand up. It's going to go in the center. So it's cool that all the cards have that, you know, almost like a shadow box kind of look. All right, now this one has this beautiful flower, and that's going on with dimensional. So I'm going to use like the baby ones. Okay, so there, and there. So what I've just kind of looked like where this was going to lay, and I put my dimensionals here. So if I put them here, I just feel like I'd be putting them here, and then if it got squished down, it would be squishing the card, and I don't want it to do that. So that worked for me. And then this one is a thinking of you with the banner with the fishtail ends, and again they have that string on there. Oh, and they're hiding that little baby. I'm like, I'm tempted to put this, because we can't even see that little baby in there. Oh, you know why? Because I put, it was supposed to be like this. This flower was supposed to be like that. All right, no big deal. I'm just going to pull this down a little bit. I'm already not putting the string. I think I can put my greeting in a different spot. All right, so we're going to put my dimensional there and there, and kind of get it under that flower there a little bit. Okay, because without having that string there, I'm a little more easier to put my greeting. All right, so I'm going to put my greeting. So it should have been in the center. Mine's going to be off to the side a little bit. Like, that looks straight. And I'm actually going to pull this up so that leaf comes over. And be careful. And that leaf will come over. So it kind of looks like it's tucked underneath there. All right, and then this one has the sequence. So 1, 2, and 3. So there is that one. Where is the envelopes? So then I have 5 more to do, but they're just identical, right? And then the colors that go with this kit, so then it shows you like the cards. So the colors that go with this kit are Basic Beige, Crumb Cake, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, Secret Sea, and Very Vanilla. And I don't use Very Vanilla that often. All right, I don't want to lose my little circles because I think that would just look stinking cute on the bottom of there. All right, so here are the cards. So we did 1, and I just put them in the box as I was making them. So here's the cute little box. So we did 1 card. Now I have just put the, you know, the envelopes with the card. And then 2 3. So cute with the little birds. 4. And then the thinking of you. So 5 pretty much fit in there pretty good. You know, I mean, you could probably put one more, but then it might be a little bit too squishy. So you can put the other 5 there. I don't know what I did with the stamp set. Oh, here it is. So if you wanted, you could even put like the stamp set in there. You could keep the little spot in here if you wanted. You know, you could put your pen in there. You could put your stamps in there. I mean, there's so much that, you know, you could do with this little box before you use the cards. And then after you're done, you know, like with the cards, you can do anything with this box, right? You could put it by the door. So if you've got mail to go or, you know, what have you, you've got a little box. You can put your keys in it. It's just super cute. And it's really well made. Like it's pretty hefty. Pretty hefty. Oh, let me say, see you later, alligator. But yeah, super cute. Super, super cute. Once I figured out the box, so hopefully that will help you because it was really easy to make. It was just that I was looking at the directions like, what is this? What's this talking about? So anyways, but super fun. All right, so I'm going to see you later, alligator. I will see you Friday for my dies shorts, and that will be at 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. Have a great night, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.